Friends, today is Thursday, September 19th, 2024. We're going to look at Leviticus 18b, one of the most famous parts of the Old Testament. Jesus quoted, was asked what was the heart of the law, and it goes like this: "You shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." One of the things that's been noticed by anyone who is a clever philosopher or a great psychologist is that we are naturally the centers of our own little world. And that it happens because we are aware of our sensations. We're aware right now of whether we're cold or hot, whether we're hungry or full, whether we have a lot of energy or we're depleted. We're aware of our emotions beyond our sensations. And so we're aware of whether we're feeling anxious or peaceful, whether we're contented, whether we're bored. These are immediate things that are immediate to us all the time, and they're always shifting and changing. They draw our attention toward ourselves. In addition to that, we're always aware in a social situation of how we're being perceived and treated. Are we being valued or ignored, for instance? So all of this is a way of saying that we're naturally curved in on ourselves. We naturally are concerned about ourselves. We naturally are loving ourselves. Even if we don't appreciate everything about the way we're behaving, wish we were different, we still have a kind of almost like natural narcissism that is part of who we are. And yet we're called to love our neighbor. Well, we don't know the territory of our neighbor's hearts in the way we know our own. How can we do that? And we're not predisposed. Most of the time, psychologists would tell us to judge our neighbor very admirably. We judge our neighbor's conduct, we judge our own motivation. So as long as we have good motivation, even if we make the wrong decision, do the wrong thing, we think, well, I didn't really mean to do that. But with our neighbor, we tend to be harsher and more difficult. Neighbor love means working to understand the world from another's point of view. It means that we need to be able to come outside of ourselves, outside of our patterns of self-concern, and look at the world from another's angle. Let's take a moment and pray. Gracious God, break the patterns of self-concern in me. Help me to understand the hearts and lives of my neighbors. I ask in your Son's great name. Amen.